Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We are here today with week number 4 of our Spring Fever YouTube hop. I'm super excited. Today's theme is Folio or mini album. And so you're going to see a bunch of different takes on a folio and or a mini album. My project is this. How super cute is this? Got some little spring flowers going on in there. And some tea. Mine is I don't know if mine's a folio or yeah, it has to be a folio because there's no hinge system. So it's a folio, a little folio. I'm just adding a little Wink Stella that I didn't do before, just because she needed it. Anyway, so this is super easy. In the tutorial, I take you from, how I figured out what I wanted. So if you follow your cut guide, this will probably take you about 10 minutes to put together, depending on how fast you cover your chipboard. I think the tutorial is only like 19 minutes. But like I said, it's starting from the very beginning all the way to the end. And this is the one that I made in the tutorial, but I had to redo this because I had spilled juice all over it, and I don't want it to attract bugs. Like, we have gnats and stuff out here. You can't see, it didn't really stain it, but there's juice all over it, and I didn't want that in my life. So I had to redo my cover. And I forgot that I was going to make this a tie close, but I didn't add the ribbon before I covered it, and so we have a super cute belly band. And it opens up, and it is an accordion for my 2x3 pictures that I'm going to print from my sprocket. And I'll show you here, which me and baby Corey. So my pictures are going to glue right in there, and I have room for my whole party. There we go. So yeah, it is really easy. It is super cute. This is a great craft fair item, especially for people who are not crafty at all. You can sell these for probably $2-3, and you are good to go. And like I said, the tutorial shows you the planning process. So if you want to make these bigger, you can make them any size. Just add it to your pages, and you're really just gluing the last page of your accordion. I just glued it right there. I think I'm going to cover it because I see glue lines, and I don't like seeing glue lines. Well, I guess I'll cover it with a picture. But yeah, it's really fun, really cute, great for grandparents. You could even, if you wanted to, you can glue that first one down. It's just you have less real estate. That's why I left mine out, because I like the pop out. But anyway, like I said, the tutorial goes from start to finish, and I hope you enjoy. Definitely like and subscribe. Oh my gosh. Like and subscribe. I did that on the last video too. Like and subscribe if you like what I make. Definitely check out the other girls. They are super talented, and you're going to love their work. I guarantee it. And make sure you like and subscribe on their pages if you like what they make. All right, here is the tutorial. And here's how you do it from the very start to finish. So how I start, just get some scrap paper so you can write all over, and a pencil, whatever you have. I'll use this pencil, my favorite. Okay, so I know I want to do a folio, and I probably want, I usually want waterfall because those are super easy to do, but today I don't want a waterfall. Today I want an accordion. And I want it for 2x3 pictures because I'm going to print my pictures from my sprockets, which is this right here. Well, that's the film anyway. but I'm bringing my sprocket with me to the event I'm going to, and I want to print off pictures immediately to hand to my friends, and then I want to put pictures into my little book as a keepsake. And if you want to make a bunch of these books ahead of time and then tape in or put the pictures in afterwards for your guest at the event, you can absolutely do that. You don't need batteries, it just charges, which I need to charge mine. But the paper is sticker back, so it's super easy to print at your venue and stick it into whatever book or whatever you're making. So let me go ahead and put this on the charger while I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm glad I did because it was on red, meaning there was no juice. Okay, so I like to have a border on my pictures. So normally what I do is add that 1/4 of an inch. So my pages need to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. But I'm kind of thinking if I wanted a little bit bigger so I can write the person's name. I don't know. So we're just gonna have to think about that for a second. No, I'm good with 2 by 4, 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so now I just have to decide how many pages. I know I'm gonna have 12 people, so I need to have at least 6 pages so I can do front and back. And let me just do some math to see if I can fit. So it's gonna look like this. Let's see. We can just fit how many pieces we can fit on the paper without having to glue them together. 2.25 plus 2.25, 2.25, 2.25 is 9, 11. Ooh, if we use our 12 by 12 paper, we can get all 6. And we don't have to, glue it. But you know what? I only have black and 12 by 12 paper, and I want to use this cream colored texture paper. So we're going to get 5. So we need this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Okay, so we can get 4. So we need 9 inches by 3 1/4, because I know all my pictures are going to be vertical. And then I need 1 piece because this only gives me 4, and I want to add another 2. 5, 6. I'm going to add another 3 just for, you know what? Let's just do 2 pieces at 9 by 3 1/4 so I can add more pictures. Okay. So 2 pieces at 9 by 3 1/4. And I already printed out what I want my cover to be. I want my cover to be this little tea set that I purchased on Etsy. It's a whole file. Okay. Now I can get more off my paper because I'm using A4 paper, and so I can do more pieces than the 8.5 by 11. So I'm giving you the measurements for the 8.5 by 11, but when you see what I'm doing, it's going to be a little bit different. So just kind of do as I say, not as I do. So 2 pieces at 3 1/4 by 9, 3 1/4 by 9. Okay, this is going to be by 9. Okay, good. You can't even see that side. Okay. So we need to go ahead and score them at every 2 1/4 inch. So your first score line on the long side, 2 1/4. And then 4 1/2. And then 6 3/4. And okay, so that's where you're gonna stop. Okay, so I probably should have wrote that down. Yeah, that's right. So we need to score it at 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 6 3/4, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's where you're gonna score it at. Okay, so again, 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 6 3/4, and you're stopping there. Okay. So on your second piece, because we need to connect them, right? So you need somehow to connect it. You can decide how you want them connected. You can just glue one completely on if you want to, just like this. You know what? That's what we're going to do because I don't want to confuse you. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. All right. So go ahead and take your bone folder and make sure your creases match. Everything folds up nicely. If it's a little crooked, then force it to go straight. Okay, and your second one. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now find your 2 pieces and you're going to connect them like so. So it does not interrupt your accordion. Okay, so if your booklet on the right, if this is a valley, then your booklet on the left needs to be a mountain. And you're going to just glue them together. Just like that. That's it. So glue a mountain to a valley, and that is it. Okay. So basically, your book is done unless you want to have a chipboard cover. So I think I want to have a little bit of a chipboard cover. If you don't want to have a chipboard cover, that is absolutely okay too. I'm just lining these up, making sure I do not get on that score line, and you have one big booklet. Okay, you can use this as your cover, this as your back cover, tie a ribbon, belly band it, whatever you want to do. But I want a chipboard cover. So I'm going to use my cereal box, and I'm cutting my cover to this is the long side cover to chipboard at 2.5 by 3.5, and then one spine I'm gonna cut it at I'm just gonna do 1/2 inch. No, yeah, 1/2 inch by 3.5. I'm not doing a huge thick chipboard, just a lightweight cereal box. Ooh, that needed it. Okay, where is my paper trimmer? So 3.5. Okay, that's, I was gonna say the only thing is this piece was wonky, but it's fine. Okay, and 2.5. So 2.5. 2.5. Oh my gosh, I might have enough in this one little piece that's been sitting here. I do. Okay, that was a happy coincidence. Okay, now you can pick your paper, whatever you want to cover it, or you can use your tape. I'm gonna go ahead and do mine with P3 tape, I think. No, I don't have white P3 tape with me. I'll do mine with the same paper. All right, so you need a piece of paper that is at least 3.5, 5.5. That's at least 5.5 in length, because you want to wrap it. Actually, we probably don't even need that much. As long as we have like 4.5. I'm gonna do mine by 4.5, just so I have a little bit of paper. And I think this is 4.5. Yeah. 4.5 by 11 or whatever, just because we need to have that length to wrap our paper. But I'm gonna score mine at 1/2 inch on the top and the left. And I'm just doing that so that way actually, you know what, I can do it on 3 sides. The top, the left, and the bottom. Okay. And I'm just gonna glue this down. We scored it so that way we know where to place our our chipboard, cereal board. And there's no guesswork. You just lay it down, it's straight, you're good to go. Okay. Now our spine piece, I put my spine a little more than 1/8 of an inch, but a little less than 1/4 apart. I just kind of eyeball it, and whatever that measurement is, that measurement is. Okay. Then again, the same with this one. Put it between 1/8 and 1/4 apart. And you're good to go. Okay. Okay. So now you don't need all this extra. You can cut it off at 1/2 inch. I just like to have the extra just in case I oopsie daisy or whatever the case may be. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you want the exact measurement, my paper is 4.5 by 6.5. If that helps you. Okay. We're just gonna train our paper. This one doesn't have any score lines, so just take your bone folder and score it. Okay, and you're good to go. Okay, and we're gonna take our score tape or your glue and we're gonna put that down. Okay, go up here and go here. Again, I don't own the rights to any TV show you hear in the background. Okay, and then here. Okay, so you can make these quickly. Anytime I do a tutorial, it's always more time than what it takes me to do it in real life. It's just because I'm trying to go slow for every level and I'm talking and I get distracted and whatnot. So these, once you get the measurements down, you know, and you're not worried about anyone else but yourself, you're good to go. All right, I just mitered the corners. And now we're just doing this and this and this one. Oh, I gotta push my corners in. Oh my gosh, I can't get the corners in. Okay. And so see here, I cut too much off when I did the, what you call them? Now, if that bothers you, you can always just pick this up a little bit or even just add a piece in if that little bit bothers you. It doesn't really bother me, but I can show you what I would do if it did. It used to bother me, but on the front, you won't see it. So I could just, you know, add a piece of paper on top of it and it won't bother me, but some people will. So all I did was take a little bit of one of the corners that I mitered, like the sharpest point, and it already has tape on it. And that's it. You can put it underneath if you want to, but I'm not too worried about it, and so I'm not gonna care. And that was just because I went too quickly and was being reckless. Okay. Right. And here's your little book. So cute. And then all you're gonna do is put, you know, you can put a piece of paper in here if you like, a piece of pattern paper, or in my case, because I oopsie daisied, I'm just gonna put a whole big piece on there and call it done. Call it forgiven. So I need a piece of paper that is 5 3/4 by 3.5. Normally I put a bigger border, but because I oopsie daisy, oh, I just cut that the wrong way. What did I say? 5 3/4. Now I gotta get a different paper. See, I'm going too fast. I'm not paying attention. All right, let me. And it happens. It's okay. Here we go. So 5 3/4 by 3.5. And then I'm just going to cover the whole thing like so. And we're good to go. That. I'll do it on camera. I need to cut off just a little bit. Just a smidge bit. My paper is not super thick, and so I'm able to do this. I'm going to tape it on so that way I don't have to wait for the glue to dry. Actually, you know what? Should I glue it? Nah, I'm going to tape it. Using my 1-inch tape, just so I can get full coverage. Yes, I like to rip my tape up against a solid line, so that way my tape is ready to go for the next piece. It's not like crooked if I tear it with my fingers. Sometimes I do just tear it with my fingers. It's not, it's, you know, mandatory that you use something to tear it off. I just like to start with a straight edge. Probably should taper glue in the middle. I think I'm going to glue in the middle because the middle needs to go in here and I don't want any cracking. So we'll do that. Let me make sure this is in there. Okay, and I'm not decorating my pages. My pages are going to stay white because the picture is going to take up everything except for a tiny little border. And this is your hardest part, taking the backings off your tape. And my cover, you guys would have already seen the cover by now because I will do that video first. So my cover, like I said, is that little teapot. And that's it. I might put some words on there. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet in my thinking process. Okay, so you're making sure there's no overhang. And okay. And we're going to make sure it's straight, but I need to see where to put it. And we're not overthinking. We're just going to overhang. Tape's about to stick my fingers to it. Okay, and I think right there is perfect. Okay, make sure it's cracking. That's okay. Okay, make sure we can fold it. And because I used the thinner cereal box instead of a chipboard, this extra piece of cardstock does not make it too bulky. That's my main concern, is bulk. And I tore my paper by accident. I just tore my book up. It's okay. That's how you fix tears. Just put a little wet glue, rub it in, no tear. Okay? And that is it. You're gonna glue your paper, your booklet in if you want. Or you can put it in the spine or however you want to do it. I kind of like it like this. And then, actually I want it to go this way. Little booklet, and then I'm going to pull it out. So, decorate how you would like. And thanks for watching. Bye.